Well, I'm so excited to be joined now by my good friend Pauline. And Pauline, you've been doing loads of great stuff over this last year. Can you just fill us in a little bit on kind of the areas you've been working in since lockdown began back in March 2020 and how things are going?
Well, we work in two areas, so both children and youth. And with the children, we've been really excited to find a new sphere, as it were, of parents teaching their children. So that's been really exciting. We run online services 45 minutes early on a Sunday morning, and we drop packs around to the homes, and then we guide the parents through the service. So we do some things together, and then part of the service we let them as families work through discussions, do crafts or whatever challenges together. And that's been really exciting. But a new step from that has been seeing older people get involved. So we've got various people who are helping now with cutting out, with finding materials online or ideas, with delivering the packs around the houses. And as people start to get involved, they're wanting to know what we're doing. So sometimes on a Sunday morning, we'll have visitors. So they'll come to our service on a Sunday morning online. And it's been lovely having members of the church just coming and seeing what we're doing.
Hmm.
And then we're gradually getting them a little bit more involved. So this last Sunday, we had a lady come who's been teaching in Sunday Club for probably 30, 40 years. And she came and gave a testimony in the service to the children. And that was so lovely. But what was particularly special was that she was far more excited about it afterwards than anyone else. So for her to see the children again and to play a part in it and just pick up the reins a little bit again and be involved, and be a blessing was blessed her
So
as well as
it's
us.
kind of massive intergenerational overlap you've managed to find in this time and community building. And I think one of the things you told me before was you began in March with these great plans that parents are going to really take up the mantle. And by May, you were like, well, that was the idea. It didn't really work. but actually, by God's grace, you've just continued and plugging away at it and you've built on it. I'm wondering now, looking ahead to Easter, what you're looking and thinking, how can we enhance, how can we make the most of this? Hopefully we begin to get a bit more freedom as well from where we are to be able to see each other on the doorstep more easily and things like that. What kind of ideas have you got looking ahead, and how do you plan to enhance the relationships for Easter time?
Um, we had so at Christmas um we did our a sort of very gospel focused version of the Christingle service. And that was really atmospheric. It was a very good time to get together online and do something with the children, very hands on, very short, 25 minutes. I think it might have been even 20. And that was actually quite powerful. Back in October, we did a light trail around the church grounds because we wanted them to just remember where the building was and what it was like, especially the younger children.
Yeah.
And we did it all focused on the theme of light, from scripture. And they had to go and find pictures all around the grounds. Back at Christmas time, we had one mum come and do all window displays in the church. And so each window was themed around the grounds, and people could come and
Oh,
go
lovely.
round and have a look. And that was quite powerful because she had lights on and on a timer, and that was excellent. So for Easter, we're kind of combining the two. We want to have a trail with using window displays, but using displays around the grounds as well that are focused on Easter, which families will be able to do, but other people in church can come and do, and maybe community can come and do. So that's part of our focus. The other one is to try and create an Easter version of the Christingle service in some way. So doing
Eastingle,
something,
Eastingle. You heard it here
something,
first.
so something where it's, you can do something that is very child friendly, but maybe make it a little bit broader and invite the church to come and be part of a church family service. And we have tried to continue all the way through of keeping parents engaged with children. So rather than taking children off and doing something on our own with them, of constantly encouraging parents to parent their children in faith through whatever activities we're doing. So those are the two things. They're both quite small, um, but parents don't want to be overloaded or overwhelmed with a massive range of things. We've also been looking at boxes of hope. So one mum has come back to me this last week and said, could we do something along the lines of what the Bible Society are doing? But they do a every 2 months send out a box of with notes and devotions and little
Mm.
bits in there. And she just wanted to make it a box of hope as a one-off, like a box of blessing. And so she and her family are looking into doing that, and giving it to children, youth, maybe older people in church. And that's also something we're now considering of, okay, how can we perhaps take that a bit wider so it's not just the one family doing it, but other people get involved and send boxes of hope in the post,
Wow,
or
fantastic.
just
So it's a real
post around.
community effort. And this Easter time's perfect time to kind of enhance that again and say, hey, this is the hope, isn't it, of this season, that we can focus on Christ together. Pauline, thank you so much for sharing it, and God bless you and all your church community as you do these things.
Thank you so much.